Caroline. Good morning. This is demo number 2. We're going to be reviewing our credit table in just a moment here. And let's bring up Caroline. There we go. How are you, Caroline?
Terrific. And you, Paul?
Great. Thanks kindly for asking.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be
Yes.
demoing, doing a quick demo of our credit table program here in just a moment. And I'm sure you'll find this program very enlightening and exciting. I will bring you over to this table right here. And Caroline, can you see the table on my screen?
Yes, I can.
Great, thank you. Caroline, why don't you give the audience a little bit of an overview of what JSI and the commercial credit model and this table are all about, and then I'll dive into it.
Thanks, Paul. Our Educate to Credit is our company that designed this new model, and it looks like my camera has gone out, gang.
Your camera's kaput. Lovely.
Yes. So kind of throws me for a loop here, but the commercial credit modeler, also we call it CCM for short, provides you with forward reliable credit default probability data so you can easily create an analysis for your company. We also are debuting our commercial credit score table, which Paul will tell you more about. It's so new that I'm still learning about it.
Well, thank you kindly for the introduction, Caroline. I'm sure the audience appreciates that. And here, let's dive into this table now. So this is basically a first iteration of a program that is designed to enable you to bridge from a commercial credit score to a default probability value. And commercial credit scores will range anywhere from 1 to 100, low being worst, high being best. The problem with commercial credit scores is that there is a challenge in interpreting what that credit score means. You know, we all know that a credit score of 100 is going to be a very, very good credit score. But what about a credit score of, say, 50? Is that good? That it's obviously the median. But is that actionable information? Does that tell you whether you should sell to a client or not sell to a client, or hedge, or what should you do with that information? So what we're doing here with this program is a couple-fold. One is we're providing you with some kind of bridge information that you can use to take a commercial credit score, and then there is an associated default probability with these commercial credit scores, and I'll show you that now. So, for example, excuse me, here is a commercial credit score of 0.511, or call it 51. Okay, the associated default probability is 21%. So there's a 21% chance that that business with a commercial credit score or a business with a commercial credit score of 51 is going to have a default probability of 21% in the next 12 months. That's one example. We move up here to a small business, very small business in financial services. It's got a commercial credit score of 62. That business is going to have a default probability estimate of 16.7%. If we move up to a commercial credit score of 85, you drop down to 6.4% forward-looking default loss estimate. Okay, so that's how that functions. Another key purpose of this program is to provide the user, the credit analyst or the credit manager or the AR portfolio manager with a macro perspective. And this might be the most valuable aspect of this program. People are very commonly used to working with credit reports that they'll pull from any number of credit bureaus or what have you. And so what they're obtaining when you buy a credit report, obviously, is a report on the health of a business, a specific business within an industry sector and region. Those are what we refer to as anecdotes of information. They can be very valuable in informing you as to whether or not you should do business with a prospective client, or change terms for an existing client or what have you. What it doesn't tell you, though, is it doesn't give you a broader view of credit risk across industries and company sizes. And we feel that's very important to understand how your portfolio, your AR portfolio, may compare in relation to the broader universe of prospective clients in different industry sectors and in different company sizes. So what this table does is it gives you a macro perspective, and you can look at this in a number of ways. One is you can analyze by company sector, and you can see, you can take a look at education and health services. You can look at financial activities, information, so on, so on, so on and so forth across the various industry sectors. And you can compare one industry sector to another. You can see retail trade. Not surprisingly, credit scores are a little bit lower than most of the other industry sectors. You also have the ability with this program to gain insights as to what happens as you view companies by company size. And it's commonly understood that smaller, younger businesses are going to be riskier. They obviously don't have the liquidity or the track record, the operating record or history to their benefit. And so naturally, they're going to be inherently a little riskier. But what this does is it gives you a quantitative view on that risk. So here you can see tiny businesses. They have very low credit scores relative to businesses as they get larger. Okay. And so that's very valuable information. You can make assumptions about what happens as you go up in company size, but until you have actual data, you're just making assumptions. So anyways, this is a quickie review of our commercial credit table and the benefits it can provide to you to help you in your business planning, your risk and business planning. We'll wrap it up in a moment. Caroline, any additional thoughts regarding this program before we sign off?
I think it's terrific information, and thank you for sharing it with us. And assuming we're going to have at the end of this information for people to contact us and have a personalized demo or purchase one of these reports.
Absolutely. Thank you kindly.
Thank you.